What's up? What's up? Oh my goodness. I just realized, hang
Hello.
on. Hang on. Hold on. I just realized I did not turn off the countdown off the last one. So we're having a countdown going on for no reason.
Get
What's
up
up?
on Get up on you.
So,
Get up on you.
one thing we're just talking about, and I will mention it to everyone on stream as well. Yo, yeah, right? Look at this. First off, can we get some love in the chat for Mr.
Don't
Ken
do
Carter?
that. Don't do that.
You better do that. You better
No,
do
no,
that.
hype, yeah, hype me up.
Yeah,
Hype me up.
let's go.
Hype me
Let's
up.
go.
Hype me up.
Where's the time? Okay, so that's what we were talking about, Falk. That's what I was saying. I actually said to him right here. I was thinking about today wearing a full dress shirt. I mean, I still could go grab it,
You still good.
but
You still
I mean,
good.
I could. One of my favorite people on Connections. Cody. That's what I'm saying. And so the last stream, you outdressed me so bad. And I was like, so maybe today I should just make up for it and I should wear a dress shirt and tie. But then I come on to you and you're actually wearing a polo and I'm like, okay, we're good here. I'm not getting like totally outdressed here and I'm not like looking like a bum here on the streets. I look like a normal person.
Hey, the only person like a bum on the street right now is me, baby. You see this beard? This shit raggedy. This shit raggedy.
It ain't that bad. As I said, you still cute though.
I'm
All
still
good.
cute though. We cute out here. Tell Puma
Exactly.
that.
Where is Pumo? Come on.
I
Actually,
don't know. I've literally been talking to her for the past hour.
I
So I
will
don't know where the hell she is.
I will say at the last stream she messaged me and she medium cute, yeah, relatable.
Hey, medium cute gang.
She met the she sent me a message and said, "I'm so sorry. I want to be in your stream, but my internet is so terrible that I cannot even get a single sentence of what you're saying." And she's like, "It's not even worth it." So I was like, "Okay, you know what? It's all good. I appreciate the message. No worries."
Her internet is absolutely dog shit, and it makes me laugh because
Oh,
she'll
right.
say something and ask a question. 15 minutes later, I already answered it. She's talking about what you say. Don't worry about it. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
Get on your roof and just hold your phone up there to try to get a better connection.
Right. All right. Should have seen Bren's beard when it was in its prime. Yeah, no. I look back at those days, Cody, when I saw my beard, and I was like, why? Why did I think that was a good choice?
I mean, why not? You know what I'm saying? I think
Yes.
someone said, for real, I missed that beard. So you got to grow it back, man.
That's
You
true.
got to grow it back.
It's not coming back. So I mean, you can wait, but it ain't going back. Unless like, see,
Ooh.
that's the thing. Like mine looks really like it's not like clean at all. Like it's really scraggly. I'm trying to think if I can pull up
Hey,
a video.
listen. You know the one thing I know that helped grow a beard out? Let people stress you the fuck out. And we're going to get to that. So that is one thing I allow. I mean, look, I got grays in here, there, and there somewhere. I'll be using that just for men, midnight black, so I can stay young, so I can keep lying to people. But, but that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? We still, just let it grow. You still be fresh out here. It's just sometimes, don't ask questions about your age.
Right. I mean, then again, I was shocked when you said you're what? You said 35? Is that what you said?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Like,
sir.
don't look 35 to me. So I mean, it's definitely working.
I cut this beard off. I look like I'm about 21.
Damn. All right.
Yeah. The running joke right now is I'm in my 60s, and we're gonna run with that.
So how many gifted subs for you to shave your beard on stream?
I'm gonna need a good bit. At least well, someone asked me yesterday, was like, how much would it take for you to shave your beard, Mr. Carter? And I said, at least $5,000. Now I know I can just grow the beard back. That's not a big deal. But it's the fact of the matter is, if I'm gonna do it, you gonna pay.
Okay.
That's all I
That's fair. Okay. I mean that part is fair. I get that. But I gotta make your money. Okay, I'm trying to
make your money.
Okay, so I found a video, a TikTok actually, of my beard, and it's what I call the prime.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
That is the beard. It ain't that pretty.
Well, I don't listen. Style points don't matter. It's the fact that you had it.
I mean, I guess.
There you go.
Does COVID beards count though? Like,
I mean, yeah, absolutely. Listen, anything. Look, all last year nothing mattered. All right, rules didn't matter last year,
True.
so you never know. 5K to get you that Planet Aurelia Vegeta Funko Pop. I know, and I want that Funko Pop. That is the only one I'm missing in my Vegeta collection. Oh, someone actually saw my. Shout out to you.
So little thing about Cody. Cody is a Pop Funko reseller. He knows his way around Pop Funkos, and I mean, if there's someone who's gonna be able to find you the ones that you want, he's your guy for sure.
Well, That is the one I'm looking for. But if I want to kick out that $5,000, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know about
Is
that. I don't know about
is
that.
what's is Cody? I'm assuming you don't have that one because I know what your worth is for the lot. But do you? Is there anywhere near that one? Question mark.
Oh.
Ask Ken if he has twerked for Jesus today.
You know what? That's the running thing we got in my community. Sometimes, you gotta let people know the things you want to do to make yourself better. You know what I'm saying? We practice abstinence. We practice no drug abuse and drug use, and we also preach, sobriety. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when I tell people to twerk for Jesus and to give it up for the Lord, or to throw it back for the Lord, they all agree because they need to know. You know what I'm saying? Premarital sex is gross. Don't do it. The only person you need to get it up to is the Lord himself. Now it could be any Lord you want. Anyone. We don't judge. We don't push judgment at all. But we need to know for sure that you were throwing it up
Can we get
to the Lord himself.
Can we get an amen?
That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Just throwing it up for the Lord. Throwing it back. Twerk for Jesus. Listen now. There you go.
Throw it back for the man in the robes. Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Right, for
That's
sure.
hilarious. Oh, yeah, I love it, man. I love it. Listen, if you ever come to my stream, we talk about 3 things: feet, twerking for Jesus, and drugs. I don't know why drugs always come up, but that's usually the thing that come up the most. I don't know why.
It's definitely about the sobriety of drugs for sure. No, 100%.
Oh, 100%. Listen, if you're not doing a little sweet baby H, I don't know if I can trust you. I'm just throwing it out there now.
All right. So you know what's crazy is I actually used to be able to wall twerk.
Oh, okay. Okay, I never knew that was a thing.
Yeah. Oh, that was like
a handstand.
Yeah.
Oh, you could be on. Yo, you got an Instagram page. You could challenge Miss Twerk something.
I don't know who that is actually. Why the fuck am I not surprised? Yeah, really.
You might want to get on the internet. Look up Miss Twerk something. That's what you want to do. She's in the Hall of Fame of twerking, my friend.
Hey, if someone wants to feed the mods for me, I'll do a wall twerk. I'm just saying. Jesus. $10 is $10, and I will wall twerk for the Lord.
That's all we need. That's what we need you to do. We need you to wall twerk for the Lord.
Right. So, but while you guys are checking the bank accounts, we will. Yeah, you want proof? You got to pay for the proof. As Ken said, you got to pay for that.
Listen, some things ain't cheap. All right, you got to come out of pocket.
Sweet 48 hour for $10. What? Catch that sweet 48 hour? What? 48 hour bad? Is that what we're talking about? Yeah, really though. So we're here for a reason. You brought some questions with you.
Yes, I did.
So,
and I didn't want to make it like no generic "what's your color? What'd you do today? What'd you eat?" type shit. I want to get into the psyche.
All right. I like it.
I'm trying to get into your head a little bit. I want to see what makes you tick and how you think, because we all have different mindsets and we all have different thought processes. So whenever you're ready, you let me know.
Okay, I am ready. So one thing I will say, and I've told you this before, one thing that is stuck with me and has been stuck in my head, and I've not been able to get it out. And I mean, it's good. It's great. It's a great piece of advice. Is our conversation where on stream I said to you, money and fame changes a person, and you said to me, no, Bren, it does not change a person. It amplifies the person that they already are.
100%.
And that is, you are so right. And I was so wrong. And it's something that I'm learning every single day, that is getting more and more true every single day. That I meet creators, I meet people and stuff like that. Like, there has been creators that I have passed on because I've saw the energy they have had, and I don't want to give a platform for that. And like, that's the thing, is I don't like, my number one thing is, when I started this, and I said this to my team, is if I'm not being true to what I wanted to start in the beginning, is helping people and building friendships with other people, then I don't fucking want it.
Like, that's how it should be. That's how it should be. To be honest, like we discussed before, if you're an alcoholic and all you got is $20, you're gonna drink till that $20 is up.
Mm-hmm.
If you're an alcoholic with $1 million, now you got a problem, because you're gonna drink. You're gonna keep drinking. You don't know when to stop. So I never take stock in the fact of, oh, money changes you. Nah, it just makes you more what you already are. If you was that person that believed in nothing but materialistic things, guess what? You're gonna buy more things to hide who you truly are, because guess what? You don't really have what do they call it? I don't want to say self-worth, but knowledge of self.
Yeah.
Because you're using things around you to amplify what you want to be. But when you shut that door and you're alone with your own thoughts, yeah, you're a hollow person. I will always remember this. When I was growing up, an old wise man told me an empty trash can makes a lot of noise, and it stays true to this day.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
Money can't buy happiness. It can buy you a lot of
No,
things,
no.
but
It
doesn't
can
need
buy
that.
you. It can buy you memories, and it can afford you other opportunities. But money will never make you a better person. It'll never. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're a shitty person, like,
Yeah.
hey, you're just a shitty person with money. So I will always stay true to that. I think when I get a little bit of money though, and you know what I'm saying, and I become rich and famous, fuck everybody. Everybody getting shitted on.
Hey man, at least you're sticking true to who you are.
Listen, I don't know y'all. Don't talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I got a little bit of money in my pocket. I don't know y'all. My phone number done changed 4-5 times. Listen, go about your life. I don't want to do it. No, obviously,
Oh
I'm
my
kidding.
goodness.
I'm kidding.
Give me $1 million and I'm still be collecting fucking stupid plastic in boxes that I don't take them out of. Yeah, really though, Cody.
That's what
Exactly.
I'm saying. You got to stay true to who you are, because, if you're not, who are you? And that's the
True.
truth. Who are you? But to lobby out my first question, I saw what North said too. Said, can he extend my joint for an hour? He's my favorite. I don't want to do that. I don't want to hold up all your time tonight, because I know you got people coming through. But my first question, we're gonna start off easy. If you was to tour any country or city, state, wherever, would you bring a souvenir back, and why? What would you take from that culture and bring back to you?
Interesting. Okay, I like that. Okay, we're off to a great start here, Ken. Okay, so just so I can kind of best question hour block goes. Here goes. The so the question is, if I was to go travel somewhere, right? Where would I go and what would I bring back if I was to?
Yes.
Okay, from the culture. That's a good one. So keep in mind, I have not been out of North America before.
That's right.
Yet. So that is something that I have not moved from. But I'm also not a person who collects things, if you will. Like I don't really have a worth to many things. There's very few things in my life that I hold like that is mine. If someone were to remove it from my life, aside from like monetary value, I would be upset. There's very few things that would qualify as that. So souvenirs, I don't usually bring souvenirs. One, because I'm petty and I budget like crazy, and I'm like, oh, spending money on other people.
Right. Absolutely.
But I mean sometimes. As far as the bringing back things,
some type of souvenir of that culture that when you look back 5, 10, 15 years from now, and you go, man, I went to that place, took this piece, brought it back to me, and that signifies something to you. It could be something as little as, you've never been rock climbing before. Okay, you took a rock from Mount Everest, you brought it home, and you put it on your mantle, let you know, oh man, I remember when I climbed Mount Everest, I didn't think I was going to be able to, but that memory is always with me forever. Or you can go to India and take, what's the Kali? Is that the goddess? I could be saying it wrong. I apologize. But you could take kind of like a rose petal or something from India and bring it back home. Something like that allows you to remember. Yeah, something inspiring. Something that allows you to remember that memory of like, man, I went over there and I conquered something that I did not think I was able to do.
So I would say probably. So first thing is, just because you said about the Mount Everest thing, is when I lived with my mom, when I would turn just literally off the street that she lived on, every day to work, I would see it. I would see Mount Fiji, or no, sorry, wrong, Mount Baker. I would see Mount Baker from Washington, peering over everything, because all you see in Canada is mountains. And it was something that I was so like keen on eventually climbing. I mean, I still am, but it's gone back further. And I mean, that would be a cool thing to do. I don't think that would be my number one because I think I'd love to do something outside of North America because I mean, North America is amazing and awesome, but I think I want to get out. I mean, you're not wrong, but I mean, like at risk, amazing and awesome. But there is also the fact of I want to just do something that would be outside of what I've already done, I guess, would be kind of the motion for that. I mean, I don't know now. Now that actually maybe I would. So this is what my original thought. I'll give you my original thought and then I'll give you kind of where I'm going from this. So my original thought was Japan. That is the one place that I would like to travel outside of North America that I have not yet. I don't know what I would bring back as a souvenir. I know I would, but the culture there interests me. I find it very, very just different. And from what we know in North America, and I think that would be very interesting to see. But it's not so different that I would be just like lost in what I'm doing. But the understanding of respect from what I've heard there versus North America is so different that I think that it would be just something so interesting. That was my original thing. However,
I like that though. That's good.
Yeah,
because that's something that you can bring back with you, which is their values, and just implement it into your own life.
So it's not actually like a piece. Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
I mean, you can do it, but go ahead with your second part. Go ahead, because I got some hitters for you. Don't worry.
Okay. Let's go. So the other one would be Disneyland. Because California is one of my favorite places on earth. Period. Gotcha. And then you have the happiest place on earth inside of California. And I have had so many memories growing up there, which I mean that's kind of the point of Disney, but or Disneyland. But I would love to bring something. Oh, yo, what's up, MissBrunettee's raid of 7? How's it going, MissBrunettee? You better be getting ready. You're getting on here in just under an hour. Thank you for the raid though, appreciate it. Anyone want drinks? So Disneyland, I don't know. The thing is, like I said, I'm not a materialistic person by much. There's not many things that I find kind of materialized things, but I would say I'd probably bring something smaller back, like maybe a pin or maybe Disney. You see, yeah, I feel like this stream's gonna be a lot about Disney.
That's right. Yeah. But that's a good thing though. At least for a fact right there, you'll bring something back that allows you to go back to that memory.
Correct. Yes.
That's really what the question was all about. Like, what would you bring back to just show that you enjoyed that time or you relish that moment? That's all. Mm-hmm. That's all. Yeah, I got some deep questions for you, man.
I like it. Okay, so that's number one. Let's go. Let's see it. Let's go. Let's go, big hitter.
Number two. Okay, what is the absolute? I had to write this one down because I got tongue twisted. What is the absolute telltale signs that appear in you to show that you're feeling stressed? So, what is the behaviors that start to show that know that you're feeling stressed? Because and now this one's going to align into my fourth question if I got time.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? So, me and you are both in this streaming world. We're in this streaming ecosystem now.
Yeah.
So obviously we all get buckled under some type of pressure and or stress. I know what mine is. I know what my absolute telltale signs are. I won't tell my team, and I won't tell them. Well, I'll tell them, but they're going to be like, "What? We don't see it." I get very short with people. I get evasive, and I have no real reason to interact with anyone. So I kind of start to become a recluse, and I'm like, now's not the time because I don't want to. I want to make sure when I show up to the table, I bring my 100%, 140%. I want to make sure I give them their all and give them my all. Mm-hmm. So I can't do that if I got too much shit on my plate. And when that happens, I'm like, oh, I can try to talk to you about it. We can kind of work through it, but you're still not going to be able to carry the same weight that I'm carrying. So what are some of your telltale signs and or behaviors that let you know you're feeling too stressed?
I like it. Okay. There you go. So there's a couple things. And by the way, just because I'm going to go through chat just before I answer this. Hi, kind of not great. How's it going? What's up? I'm assuming you're from the raid. Brune, hello, of course. Seth, what's up? We talking Disney always. Aaron, what's good? How's it going? Welcome, guys. This is Connections on Bren. I hope what's called. You guys already know. If you're coming from the raid, you already know what this is about. But I would say, to answer your question, you said, what is the telltale or the tell kind of sign for me being stressed? There's a couple things. One, this hair right here. My hair hates me when I am stressed. It decides to go whatever directions it wants when it's stressed, and it without fail. I noticed that this at work. I can slather on so much product onto my hair, and there still will be like one pointing out when I get stressed in the middle of my workday. Which is a weird one, but it's something I realized over years. That would probably be my number one. For my team in streaming wise, that's a little bit different. Um, my team knows opposite of you, my team knows everything because I want them to know. Because if I'm panicking and spiraling, I need them to be able to yuck me out back out of it,
Right.
which they do. They do a fabulous job of, and they do it almost every single time. Which I mean, kudos to them because that's not an easy task to do when as a human that I mean we've all met each other since I mean the longest one was January of this year. So I mean we've all kind of had to and they do a fabulous job of
Learn
that.
and grow.
Yeah. And so with my kind of telltales for this is obviously I have anxiety. So that's kind of mixed in with stress, obviously. One of the ones that they always bug me about, and this is going to be news to everyone here. And this is actually on our stream list of to do things before every single stream, is that I have to poop every single stream without fail. I have to poop, and it ranges sometimes. When I first was going, like when you came on the stream, the first kind of like 2 months of it, it was literally 15 minutes before stream. And for those of you that have been on the stream and were on, and I was ever, yo, I'm sorry, I'm running a little late. I need like 5 more minutes. That was because I was on the toilet, like literally, like, come on, I can't be late. I can't be late. Yeah, I'm not even
I
lying.
respect it.
Yeah,
I
so
respect it.
and that's it's one of those things. It's one of the funniest things. I've tried to kind of like organically put it into like as like content because I think it's just something that's so funny. And yes, I had a pre-stream poop today. Thanks for asking. um, but the that if without fail, that is, and it is definitely going to be, I would say, a stress thing because it is. I mean, I'm very regular, I will say, but it's something that's just weirdly happens right before every single stream. And the other thing is too is like you, I also get very, very quiet. I go dead quiet. Before today's stream, I was very stressed because I did not prepare properly. That was my own fault,
Mhm.
and I knew that. And that's another thing I hate is when I cannot, when I'm behind on things that I do, and then I know it's my fault, and there's no one to blame. That's when I get more picky about it because I know it's me and it's something that I could have controlled, and yeah, so I get really, really quiet. I get like scarily quiet, where like I'm always talking, always. I'm never quiet. And anyone who's been around me knows that. I'm always the blah, 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 blah one. And me being dead quiet, something seems off.
Okay, so as we discussed last time,
Yep.
I expressed my ways to alleviate those stresses from meditating to taking a walk outside. I hit the gym regularly now. You can
Mhm.
ask Fault, Bane, E,
For
Wolf,
you.
anybody in my community. I hit the gym regularly. What do you do? What activities do you incorporate within your daily to alleviate those stresses?
I like it. I figured someone's gonna ask about the decompression kind of one.
Uh-huh.
The if he's quiet, he's either stressing or making locked in and making a TikTok. That's so true. Um, so the what I would say is I don't meditate. It's something that I would like to try and get into, but my ADHD mind doesn't stop. However, I found every single night I was scrolling through TikTok in bed. That is one thing that I've removed. It is not. I do not touch TikTok when I'm going to bed. I have just stopped it because I realized it was not healthy. It was getting to the point where I wasn't falling asleep for hours on end. I mean, I still don't have a great sleeping schedule, so I'm not going to bullshit you and say I do. But I am hitting the bed and going to sleep now, which is a lot better, and I'm sure better for anxiety from what I've read up. And the so as far as me kind of decompressing and letting go, there's been a couple things. So one of the things is I try every week, and it's not every. This is not every day, so it's not really answering your question for this.
No, no,
But
no. It's fine. It's fine. However you feel.
but once a week, I will have a day which is an off day. It is off from my actual work. It is off from um streaming, and usually I play video games. That's usually my go-to. My big one is it takes two. I have not played really any video games recently, except for that, and I don't really have any interest in many video games to be honest with you.
Respect, respect.
Another one would be watching like a TV or Netflix like movie or show. And that's kind of, yeah, we do have to finish It Takes Two, exactly. Maybe after stream. And
Ah,
and then like that would be kind of things is just having an off day where I don't have no plans except for just hanging out and doing things that I want to do and so we can play things. Yeah. So I have things that I can actually do rather than things I have to do. And I mean, I love doing this as a streaming thing. It's been the most fun thing that I have ever done. But the backside or the things that I do outside of stream, there's a lot of things to do. Like I show up on here and I mean, I hope it looks good, but what's it called? But it's one of those things that it's not just like I snap my fingers and it's done. It's a lot of clicking and clacking and typing buttons and stuff like that. And so,
absolutely,
and
absolutely.
then the final thing too that I actually just started, and I bought this. This is actually my first ever TikTok buy, and which is like crazy because I've seen some cool stuff on TikTok.
Man, I don't. I stay away from the TikTok.
That's
like,
fair.
my area.
That's fair. But it's a self-care book. It is
Okay.
a journal notebook that I fill out every single night before I go to sleep. It's helping me with sleeping as well because I basically just jot down everything, notes, anything, and it has like I'm not going to show you a page because it's a little too personal, but it basically has like a bunch of like questions and asks you like your sleep schedule. It asks you about what you ate, how much water, how much exercise,
I love it, man. I love it. I love it.
and like things like that. And it's good because it gives me about 20 minutes to just unload everything. Yeah, friend's diary, exactly.
I love it.
And
I
it
love it,
gets
man. I
me
love
to
it.
unload everything, which is great. And it's been really helpful. And I've only used it, I think, for like 3 or 4 days, but it's been so helpful since then.
This is a great way to kind of help any type of, and this is why we're going in that direction. This is probably the best way to get any additional thoughts out of your mind and to help your mental health. A lot of things that people kind of skip over to think that they're okay and they're not. You got to do the little things to make sure
Mhm.
you're good during the long run. You know what I mean? So things like that, man, if anybody makes fun of you for keeping a journal, fuck them. That shit helps. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, Seth. No, I'm kidding. I'm
we
kidding.
all we all do it a different way. You just put your thoughts down. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Everyone has to get that out. It just sucks that people tend to think that they think it's less of them to do that. And it really is. It really is.
Mhm.
I hope you're ready for the next one because I'm about to hit you with a haymaker.
I'm ready.
I don't know how much. I don't know how much longer I can go.
How
But I
many?
got
How
two
many? How
more.
many questions you got?
I got two more.
Let's just go for it. We have to go. We have a
Okay.
we have a space that's unfortunately got dropped today because someone got sick. So we got a
Okay.
little bit of space at the end here, as long as all the other ones are good.
Got you. Got you. Okay. So two more. This one should be quick. The
Oh my
last
god, I
one.
did to grow this up. Oh my god, sorry. Canon not great. I'm so thankful. Sorry, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub.
Oh,
I totally clicked out in that thing. Oh my god, yes, thank you, Cody, for the dude so into this. You ignore the sub. I totally ignored the sub. Thank you so much for becoming a best bud on Uncle Jeff Bezos money. Let's go.
that's right.
Thanks for that Prime. Any primers in here? No.
You're
Jeffrey
doing great,
Bezos.
Bren.
Exactly.
So like I said, this one should be a one-hitter quitter. The next one, the fourth question, is going to hit you over the head, and I want you to be honest.
Okay.
And I want
This
you
is the
to-
fourth, isn't it not? It's not the fourth? I think this is the fourth.
No, this is the third. This is the third.
Okay.
Yeah, the other one was just the second question I just asked. It was a two-parter. You
Okay.
kind of like
Gotcha.
you hung on to it, and it's okay. But you got a lot off because you kind of let people know, behind the curtain what's really going on. So, question number 3. Okay, I had to write this one down because I messed up. What lesson in life have you had to learn or find out the hard way?
Oh.
What lesson in life did you have to find out the hard way?
Oh, I got this one.
Okay.
Is to be honest and not to lie to people. That one I learned the hard way. My dad is always held me to that standard of there'll still be consequences, but they will be lesser if you are honest. And I, for some reason, didn't believe him. Maybe I thought I could get away with it. I don't know. But I scratched up my dad's car once, and it's actually the car I own now. I bought it off him, but he was away. Doesn't have cameras, nothing. He would have never known. No shot. And I still don't even know how he figured it out. Maybe just called the bluff and got lucky. There was a small scratch in his car, and he didn't notice it for months. Like months went on, and nothing happened. I was like, okay, I'm good. Like probably let down my cover a little too much because I was so like chilling. And I And then he comes up to me one day and goes, "Did you scratch my car?" And I'm like, "No, what do you mean? What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Well, there's a scratch on my car. It wasn't there." And he's like, "And now it's there. And you're the only person who drives my car except for me." I was like, "I don't know." I was like, maybe someone just, you know,
Right. Just ran right by. I don't know.
yeah,
I don't
like
know.
that's like I should have said no. Like that was it. Um, but yeah, no, I was like, why would it be me? And so the yeah, no, like and of course he found out some. I don't know how he found out. To be honest with you, I probably was a neighbor or something because I scratched it out going out of our house. Like I hit the we have like two columns beside of our house, and and so that would probably be the biggest one is honesty is key, and that doesn't mean like that doesn't even relate to even lying. Just honesty in itself has it's the people who I want to surround myself with. It's the people who and it brings those people in. If you're honest with others, that'll bring in there. There has been many times where I've had uncomfortable conversations with people because I am being dead honest. And I mean, some people have left because of that, and I mean that's on them. And
That
I
is.
mean, I will say right now, I am so content with the people that I'm with, or that are around me and are kind of in my circle because everyone's honest to me. No one sugarcoats bullshit for me because that's not what I need. I don't need someone who's going to be a yes person. That's not what I need. That's not going to improve me in any way. Yeah, that'd be my answer to that. That's a good question.
I'll tell you this. It stuck with me for a long time. Clearly, everything I tell you sticks to you. So that's probably good. So harder truth, easier lie.
Yeah.
It's a great way to put it. And this is my final question. I'll let you drag somebody else in here. Let them try to, follow what I'm doing right now. Because I'm killing. You ain't got to tell me, baby, because I'm confident I'm killing the game. All right, let me help you out real quick. My last question.
All right.
With us both being in this streaming ecosystem,
Yeah.
where we're now trying to create and explore something that a lot of people kind of are discouraged about it. You can put yourself on whatever level you want, whatever number you want, but how confident are you in yourself and your streaming career to be able to take what you're doing to the next level? Because, like I told you last time, I believe in you. You're doing something special.
Thank you.
But from what I say to what someone else says and what else someone else sees means something completely different.
Of
How
course.
confident are you in yourself to take what you're doing to another level?
It depends on the days.
Mm.
Today, good day. I have if you asked me in February of this year or if you told me actually that you had, what was it? I think 5 friends that are streamers with a base that are willing to come on your stream for free, nothing at all, just for the connection of being friends and helping out a friend. And they created questions to come ask you. I would have said bullshit. You're full of shit. There's not a chance. Why would and people I don't know what people on the internet like no shot. But I don't know. Like every day, there has been more and more. I think after the first stream, I realized okay, people fuck with this. Great.
Mm-hmm.
And even today, like I was literally, I took a second the other day, and I was like, wow, there is actually people who like are taking out their time to be here and be here. And first off, thank you to you as well for being here as well. I appreciate that.
Not a problem.
But yeah, like every single yeah, no, I think so. As far as confidence, let's go back to the question itself because I'm tangenting off a bit.
It's all right. It's all right. But this goes. I told you we're going to get into your thought process.
Yeah.
We're going to see how Brent think because every time I watch one of these, no one ever gets into your psyche and your thought process.
Never.
We want to know how you think.
I control everything.
There you go. We don't want to know what your favorite color is, what you eat. We don't care about none of that shit. We want to know how you think, and we want to know how are you going to take this to the next level.
So without releasing too much information, because obviously, exactly. Okay, and so there's a couple of things that obviously I can't say because we have things in the work that are coming up in the next couple of months and stuff like that. There's creative things. So one thing that is, the confidence is there. Yes, I don't think it's the same level as you. Which I mean, I should not be relating myself to anyone, anyways, which is good.
Don't ever do that.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing is, I'm not. There's no envy for me to be you. You are your own person. You're killing it. You're doing what you're doing, and it's great. and I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna kill it, and I'm gonna do great as well, and we'll be seeing each other at the top in a few more months. It's bound to
Absolutely.
happen.
That's
Like,
without question. That's without question.
and so that's my kind of thing is confidence. Yes, there's definitely the days that I'm going, is this the right thing for me? And a week ago, that exact situation happened. Have my mod team who sat me down and like, okay, well, what are you gonna do? Like, what is the next step? And I mean, my thing, and from day one, I said I'm going to be true to who I am and stick with my brand. It doesn't not matter what happens. I have a manifesting thing that I have on here. I have a couple
Yes.
things, and
Manifest it.
one of the things I wrote down is I said there was two things related to stream stuff that it was like big here. I said I will take care of my friends and family before stream things. The second thing I put is I will stay true to who I am, no matter what the numbers say, and I will take care of others. And that was the two things that I put there. I just read your thing, Cody. I'd hate to be Seth right now. Looks like the smart girl who murdered their presentation. Your dumbass is up next. Seth is gonna do fine. I'm not worried.
Oh my God.
Cody.
I don't know who's next. I'm so sorry.
That's
Like,
Seth. It's gonna be Seth. And Cody is Cody is the person who introduced me to Seth.
Okay.
Who's also one of my middle school, one of like best friends in middle school and high school.
Okay.
We already told you about my research.
Seth, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
But the yeah, as far as that, like confident, yes, for sure. I will make it. There has definitely been the hiccups here and there, but I mean that is also the anxiety speaking. And there's days where I tell that I'm able to tell the anxiety, fuck you, go away. There's also days where I'm really struggling, where it takes someone else to bring me in. By the way, for you guys looking for the links for Ken, !Ken, in here, go follow his shit. Like, come on, like look at these questions. He's doing a better job at my job than I do.
I cheat a little bit, you know what I mean? I watch all your streams. I told you this before. I told you before, but when we were talking last time, I do my homework.
You do.
On everybody. I need to know who you are. I need to know how you think. So this isn't going to be. All right, I'll give you a great example. Anybody in my community right now, I know one thing about all of them.
Yeah.
Period. I know one thing about all of us, just like yourself. I don't want to. Donovan, thank you. Forgot the name for a second. I apologize, Joe. Him as well. Like I remember everything about everybody. I try to make it a personal thing. Although, yeah, I go on the internet and I act stupid, but I try to give it that personal touch. If I could remember something about you and go, yo, how was this? You'll go, oh, yo, this guy actually legitimately cares, although I'm not there with you. I can't be empathetic about everything, but I can at least give you an opportunity to voice your frustration, period. Mm-hmm. So that's one of the one things that I do that kind of keeps people coming back to my community. You know what I mean?
It's something that I've been trying ever since you told me about that, because it's been something that it's so important. And I mean, it builds that community and that kind of connection with people that I want to build. Like it's not like it's not gonna be forced anyway. Like for instance, one of the things that I do is I always say to every single person that I'm good with names, because everyone says, okay, oh, I suck with names. I'm really terrible at names. I don't want to fucking be that person. I don't want to be that person that goes, oh, I'm really bad at names, because like, yeah, and so is everyone else. So like, whoa, okay, like sort of thing. And so that's where my thing is. I will guarantee you that I will, and this goes for any person that I work with too, is I will get your name down within 2 weeks. I might not get it away, but I also need your help with this too. Is if I say your name wrong, I need you to correct me. If I say your name wrong, you correct me. Eventually, in 2 weeks, I will get your name. I'm trying to apply that same philosophy to what you said. Is Prince doesn't okay Bard? His name is Brad. So I mean, he's not wrong. That was a good one. Sorry, Bradley.
He was on it. He was on it.
Really though, yeah. That's the thing is, I would love to know everything about everyone. I'm getting better at it. However, I have my hiccups. So EE came in the other day, which is from your community actually, and he goes, "Hey, what do you think of Scotland?" And someone asked, "Oh, is he from Scotland?" And I was like, and it turns out yes, he is. But
we literally, with E in particular, we had a 40. Literally, I dedicated, I want to say 35 to 40 minutes just to learn it as much as I can from Scotland. And E proceeded to tell me that Scotland made everything, all the way down to canals, which I don't really believe. But apparently,
the canal you jumped over.
Allegedly.
Full circle.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Might have jumped over the Riverwalk. But you know, it's adding that personal touch. You know what I mean? A lot of people can't do that, and I don't expect a lot of people to do that. But it's all about making that connection. Because just like you said, you wouldn't the people that come into my stream, I never even anticipate people to come through to hang out with me. But they do. They do.
No, I'm shocked that people are even hanging out here. Like it's like I'm glad that I've created something that people are interested in watching and can relate to, because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to have somewhere where people are interested in watching. I've said this a couple times, is I never go to a stream to watch the gameplay. I mean, sometimes it's cool, sometimes I'm interested. If it's like a newer game, maybe. I go for the personality. And that's
Absolutely.
I stick with that at every single person that I've interviewed. They have an interesting personality. It's not just it's not just like a streamer, if you will. It's a personality that I'm interviewing. That's what I want to know. 9 times out of 10, we don't even talk about the games you play. Like,
I'm more concerned about who you are as a person.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm the kind of the same way, although, you know, I'm trying to see your feet. I did see what my boy Falk said about him. Like my man Falk, that's one of my best friends. I mean, you could just like, this is before the internet shit. When we would go out, people would run up on me like they know me, you know, and that was all the time. So I kind of just took that and translated it and put it on the internet to try to give people that friendly face. My community is mainly for people who felt like the outcast, who felt like the unwanted. Come on in, baby, let me get to know you a little bit. You know what I mean? Because you never know what you do for that person. I had somebody come in my stream the other day. I'm not promoting. I don't want to do that. But I had somebody come through the other day and just kind of vented their frustrations to me. Cool, man. Hey, listen, I can't do much, but I'll be your $5 therapist. Don't give me no money. Just come through. You know, and that's what we do at my community. Your community, I told you this before. Your platform allows people like myself who had no voice at whatever point in time. It gives them an opportunity to spread their voice. That's why I love what you do so much, because you give people that opportunity to do that. You might not see it, but trust me, people who pay attention see it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
well, I never want to cut you off, but unfortunately we have a queue waiting at this point. No, it's okay.
Yeah.
However, if you guys want to see Ken in here again, you got to do 2 things for me. Spam it in the chat is the first thing. The second thing you need to do is also go follow him, !Ken. Actually, why don't you spam that !Ken in chat and spam that, and so that I know you guys want to see more of Ken. Every excuse you can get to get Ken back. Agreed. Ken is great. I agree. If you guys haven't already, go check him out. Fantastic streamer. Personality is more than anything. And the biggest thing is Ken Hype Train. Exactly. But we hope to have Ken here back again. We're going to be doing just chatting streams in the future, and it's not going to be like this where it's going to be that formatted, but I'd love to have you on there if you're interested to come back and hang out and just shoot the shit and stuff like that if you have time.
Listen, whenever you need me, I'm there. I'm the easiest person to work with. If it's in my schedule, if it's not, I make it work. So that is not a problem. If you need me there, I'm there.
Right before your stream, Tara, one of our mods here, they said to all of us, they're like, you know what's, I love Ken, which, I mean, no surprise, but it was also their reasoning why was because you're always there in an instant. You were actually the first one to reply to me when I sent out the messages to all the creators and said, hey, like, I would like to have you on. Do you have time? What time was I think your question was like, what time? That was it.
What time?
And so it was, and I appreciate that, because in a world where we're all so busy in our own shit, you taking the time to step back and do that, I appreciate that so much.
Listen,
so thank you.
My best ability is availability. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you that right now. Because once again, you give people like myself an opportunity to come on your platform and talk and get to know everybody else. So we appreciate you.
Sure. Well, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the amazing questions. They were lovely.
Hey, good luck, everybody. Good luck.
We're going to hit a quick little break here. When we come back, we're going to talk to SethFPS. While we're going out here, if you guys can spam the love, please. Just spam it for MrKenCarter and his amazing questions. We'll be right back for a short little break. We're going to go pick up Seth, and we'll be right back. We'll talk to you guys in just a sec. See you in a sec.
Y'all be cool.